Hi again, it's me, Lorena, with Paradigm Marketing and Design, a partner for Homeless Solutions for tonight's event. As I told you, we are going to be checking in tonight, sharing some stories of some of our guests and just sharing some of the wonderful things that Homeless Solutions does for the entire community down in Morristown. So, first things we want to do is just remind you about a little bit about the safety tips. As it's getting colder at night, we want to make sure that you're dressed in layers, and I saw a lot of videos with a lot of folks running around. Just make sure that you don't break a sweat before you actually go in for the night. Anything that is wet should be taken off. And if you can, replace it with something dry, just so that you can stay safe out there. Before we check in with the rest of the crew in just a little bit, I wanted to share with you a couple of videos from some of the guests' success stories that we have. So bear with me for a second here as I show you a couple of video clips that the wonderful team over at Homeless Solutions has given us to share with you.
The code blue would be under freezing, and it's not always under freezing, obviously. So, and like 34 degrees isn't much warmer than 32 when you're out there. So, yeah, it was tough. I mean, there's a lot of nice people out there that come around and help. They'll bring you blankets, they bring you gloves, hats, jackets. I was given, and they're warm drinks, stuff like that. But I can remember plenty of nights. I remember one night it was 12 degrees, and I had to stay awake, and I would just get up and walk. I'd walk up and down the hills all night. And then, I'd sit down and rest, and then I'd go do it again, because if you didn't keep moving, you wouldn't make it. And I know from experience, I woke up in the little park by the post office, and my friend who I'd been hanging out with was he was sitting on the bench staring at me, and I'm talking to him, but he was dead. He froze to death.
That was a tough night. We stayed at Starbucks until they were closing up. Then we went down to the diner and basically nursed a cup of tea for like 4 hours until they were closing up. And then spent the rest of the night, and this was April 7th, it was cold. We spent the rest of the night underneath the Morristown train station on, just taking clothes out of my duffel bag and like trying to make something it wasn't enough to cushion, and it really wasn't enough to insulate from the ground either, but just trying to be somewhat comfortable on the concrete, which was it was a heck of a night. And if you're chilly in your car or a tent or whatever you're doing right now, God bless, that's awesome.
If it wasn't for the chance of being in Homeless Solutions, not only would I be homeless, I'd be dead. There's no doubt. I mean, life expectancy out there isn't very long. So I've been absolutely blessed by this whole program here. And, not only do I have an apartment, but I have a whole life.
This has been just a great experience for me, like a godsend of an experience for me. Here, I have a bed, I have space that is my own. I have people here who are actively working to help me, and that in itself is a very new experience for me, and I'm just very grateful. Give me a moment. Like, my survival needs are covered here in a way that isn't like diminishing. It's sort of very human, and the staff are wonderful, and the community of people that are here have been great too. So in terms of the spectrum of homeless experience, this has got to be like on the outlier end of fantastic. So yeah, thank you.
Those stories are just so moving, and they're the reason why we're involved with Homeless Solutions, and why I know many of you that are watching and that are actually camping out tonight in the cold are also involved. As you can see, the inspiring stories that Homeless Solutions shares is just a great way of seeing all the positivity of how these guests are now thriving because of the support that they get because of folks like you volunteering and donating. And just remember that there is still time to donate. The donations are going to be going on even after this event is over. To make a donation, you can do so by going to anightinthecold.com. And if you're looking for a team to donate as part of a team, you can do the same thing. Go to donate anightinthecold.com, and then on the upper right hand corner you will be able to see the teams by name, and you can search for them that way as well. It's important to know that the folks over at Wing Drive are out there as well. We're going to be checking with them in just a little bit. Don't forget to stay connected throughout the night by using the hashtag HSI, A Night in the Cold. There's tons of pictures that I've already seen being shared on social media. Please make sure you go ahead and share those out with everyone. Share the posts, share the videos, share the stories that we're sharing with you tonight. And again, just don't forget to use that hashtag HSI, A Night in the Cold. In addition to that, I also wanted to remind you of a couple of TikTok challenges and other challenges that we have going on. There is, I believe, a TikTok challenge. You can find them at Homeless Solutions. There's also a couple of things going on Instagram, and the Instagram handle is HSI_NJ. And again, everything should have the hashtag HSI Night in the Cold. We have some challenges on OneCause to complete, but you have to make sure you complete them on the OneCause section so that you can make sure you get the points. And I also wanted to share one more video that we have. We have something called Youth Ambassadors, and those are the teens and the kids that are out there trying to share the message as well. So we're actually going to hear from Alex in Morristown, and she's going to tell you why she's a part of a Night in the Cold. And let's see if I can get her stuff coming up for you guys as well.
Hi everyone, it's Alex, and I'm 11 years old, and this is my first time sleeping out in the cold. I'm a little nervous, but I'm doing this to see what it feels like to be homeless and sleep out in the cold, especially in this weather and like in this cold season. I'm also doing this to raise awareness for all the great things that Homeless Solutions does. But I wish everybody good luck, and bye-bye.
I love it when teenagers actually come outside of their comfort zone and share their stories as to why they're being a part of this and why they're members with us organization. So again, remember to tag us on everything. I will be checking back in with you in just a little while. I believe our next check-in is at 10:15 p.m. Remember to be sure to go on to anightinthecold.com, and I'm actually going to give you guys an update of where we are in the fundraising efforts. I believe it's going to show us live. Right now we have 174 people registered with 42 teams, and we have raised $187,548 so far. Again, let me tell you, that's $187,548 raised so far in the total of 1,632 donations. That is fantastic. Please keep it going. And again, we will see you at about 10:15.